In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Margit the Fell Omen, an old warrior guarding the gate to Stormhill Castle, and a boss I wish I'd fought sooner. Now, let me explain what exactly I mean by this. The fight running in the background is an encounter that you will have with Margit when roaming the capital outskirts, and this fight with Margit was far more significant for me than the first. Just for those unaware of who Margit is, he's the first story boss you encounter when playing Elden Ring, if you had followed where the Sights of Grace pointed you early on. Now, Margit for most was a true challenge early on, and was even the cause of many new to the Soul series to refund the game. He was meant to be the first true obstacle you had to overcome to progress the story, and the first to test what you may have learned up until that point. However, for myself, he ended up being nothing more than a 50-second roadblock to Godric. But now that I've fought a much stronger version of Margit, I have to say I'm disappointed I didn't fight him earlier. I'm sure I'm not alone in this, but when I unlocked Torrent, I simply wanted to explore and find out all I could about this new world FromSoft had brought us, and so I didn't fight Margit until I was almost 80 hours into my playthrough. Completely overleveled for the first area and finding very little to be a challenge, something I now regret, which I didn't feel until I met Margit again here. Currently, you're watching my second attempt at this fight, as due to killing Margit so quickly previously, I had no idea what his moveset was, and ended up being swiftly dispatched after encountering him. I fell in love with Margit in this encounter, and got to see a glimpse of what most others fought when they strolled up to Stormhill Castle, unaware of what lay ahead, only to be faced with an agile old warrior guarding what lay beyond. This fight was my chance to remember Margit as a warrior and a worthy foe rather than some weakling that I had to push aside in order to get to their master. As of this moment, I haven't yet completed Elden Ring. You would think that with 100+ hours in it thus far, I would have, but reading all the lore and exploring has taken up far more time than I thought it would, and so I'm still unaware of many of the game's bosses and how the story will continue to unravel. So I'll leave the dialogue here and let you watch the fight, but I'd like to implore anyone who is just jumping into the game to level at a steady pace and fight Margit sooner rather than later if you want a much more memorable first experience of him.